I mean, seriously, look at this Crayon Shin-chan game. It's a game for the Nintendo Switch featuring Crayon Shin-chan, a beloved series from Japan. It came out in America as Shin-chan. Not exactly the same, but it's still, I mean, the legend lives strong in Japan. It's unfortunately a game we're probably never going to get in America, but it's the fact that it still exists on the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is region-free, which means I will still get a chance to play it. Well, this was just one of the mini games featured in the Nintendo Direct, but not the American one, the one that came out in Japan. You see, every time there's a Nintendo Direct, well, I don't know about every time, at least most of the time, but basically every time that we get a Nintendo Direct, they get one too. But we don't have the same games, or we don't have the same demographics, so they might show something a little bit different than ours, or sometimes they show games earlier than we do, or then we might present games, that they might present later on, so it's worth it to keep flipping back and forth. And our Nintendo Direct this year for E3 was a showstopper. We got finally what we all wanted, that Zelda Game & Watch, right? Little teaser of Breath of the Wild 2, that new WarioWare game, I'm looking forward to that. Mario Party Superstars, love the Mario Party series. Metroid Dread, are you kidding me on this one? I mean, I would prefer 2D Metroid over 3D any day. We got the Tekken announcement for Smash, including the little Devil World guy for the Famicom. Loved seeing that guy make a little cameo. And then Fatal Frame. Man, I'm such a big Fatal Frame fan. I'm so glad this is coming to the Switch. I've been asking for this for years. And they both showed those, but the Japanese Nintendo Direct showed a ton of other games that we may or may not get in the future. In fact, after you see some of the video footage of this, you're probably like, yeah, that's not going to come out here. That's not us. But it's still fun to see what they have. And you know what? You never know. You never know. Oh my goodness, look at this. Hey, before I get into the video, my friends at Pixel Heart sent me a couple of Switch games, physical. I featured these games in a digital thing. I love doing the Nintendo Switch. Here are some digital games you can play later on. But Pixel Heart actually does some of those digital games physical. You can order these for yourself. This game, you look up the info on this game. Tanuki Justice, so good. As well as this one too. This is Golden Force. Love the fact that they're on physical editions. I have them both digital, so I can still play them digitally, but happy to have in the collection. This one's good. This one especially, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. If you'd like to order these and more, I'll leave a link to Pixel Heart. They didn't need to send me this, but I mean, they showed me some love. I'm gonna show you some love. Make sure you check out Pixel Heart, description below if you want to order these for yourself. Especially this one. Now, my Japanese ain't so good, but Super Robot Wars, is that right? Super Robot Tyson or whatever. What's it been going on for 30 years now or something like that? But man, if you're into the Gundam thing, it's all the Banpresto stuff. You know what's funny? I played a lot of this on like the Saturn back in the day. And they have a couple of them maybe for the Super Famicom and stuff like that too. I think a couple of it came out in America too, under some idea. But it's almost like everything under the Banpresto umbrella. Turn them super deformed, have a little strategic battle type thing going on. Still cool to see it. I loved the fact that they're still doing stuff like that even today on the Switch. They briefly showed a game called Ender Lilies, and this looks like my type of game. This is the kind of game that I like to just download. Perfect to play and check out. Love the visuals and the music and stuff like that. This is the kind of game that I'm attracted. I don't know if it's linear. I mean, I don't know if it's like Castlevania-esque. I don't know, but looks cool to me. And even if you have a US Switch, easy to set up a second account as if you were in Japan, and then when you open up the eShop, it'll be the Japanese eShop. And I mean, you can go through and try your credit card, or you can actually purchase like Japanese eShop points through Amazon. I've done that before in the past, so I could buy Japanese games, but whatever you gotta do. They announced Caligula 2, little teaser on that one. I looked at the first one for a second, but Caligula 2, I mean, this is a game that's probably not gonna come out in America, but if it does, great. If not, at least we know it's out in Japan. I think we're to a point now where the Dynasty Heroes series, everyone knows as like the Legends of Hyrule series or whatever that Zelda massive battle game is, but it all started with this one, and the fact that we're still doing these. And if you like the Zelda version, you're gonna love these just as much. Yes, it doesn't have the Zelda characters, but I mean, it's so awesome, man. I still want a game of like Berserk, based on the Berserk anime, manga, and all that, but that plays like this, with your giant sword, or Final Fantasy VII, I'll take that too, but Berserk for sure. Give me a Berserk game that's like this, please. Tokimeki Memorial is still a thing. I remember that being kind of the first, like, Japanese exclusive, not coming out in America. Did we finally get a Tokimeki Memorial game eventually? Maybe we got, like, one or two. But we have Tokimeki Memorial Girls Side, what's it called here? Girls Side Fourth Heart. I mean, dating sim. I mean, dating sims weren't really a thing in America back in the day. And we have some now, but Tokimeki Memorial, for me, as far as I'm concerned, is where it all started. And I mean, they had the live action movie, anime, I mean, all the manga, of course, like that, all the video games, good lord, non-stop. And apparently it's non-stop, they're still going. Worth Life? Why not? This game looks like an app, let's be honest. But there's a lot of these kind of indie games on the Switch that look like apps. And Worth Life? I mean, I don't know. They showed it, I mean, and again, this may have been in the US Switch thing as well. When I was watching the US one, I was watching and listening to the US one, but it kept switching back and forth, just to see what the other one was doing. And I don't remember seeing it on the US one. If they did show it, then I apologize, but I don't remember seeing it. Yeah, that's what it's called. This is a super famous baseball series in Japan, and I love just the chibi design of it all. There's even a couple of PlayStation VR games that I would love to grab. Import exclusive, of course. So I don't have them, and they go for a pretty high price. I'll get them eventually when I find them cheap at a convention or something like that. Maybe used or something. But they're doing something new, like the same characters, but like a little bit more like story-driven, I guess. I mean, why not? Been going on for a lot of years, this series. Oh, help me out on the name of this one. Espagulda? Something like that. Bullet hell, beautiful, love it. I need this in my life. This looks outstanding. This looks amazing. I want to play this one. I wish I could pronounce it. I wish my Japanese was better. Espagulda? Gaula? I don't know. Sky something or other. This looks cute. This looks fun. This looks cute. Let's check it out. Check out the graphics on this baseball game here. Now, of course, this is going to be a Japanese baseball game with Japanese players, Japanese roster, Japanese characters. But man, it looks great for a Nintendo Switch game. I mean, when I say great, I mean it looks like, it could be PlayStation 3. No, I'm just kidding. It looks fine for a PlayStation game. I mean, sorry, it looks fine for a Nintendo Switch game. How about that? And then interesting to see they showcased Hades. And Hades, of course, we know that one. That won all the awards, at least here, like last year. Apparently made an impact going out on the Switch in Japan. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's the Japanese games that come out in America. These are American-made games that are coming out in Japan. So shout out to Hades. It's doing something right. That's all I saw. What were your highlights about the Nintendo Switch Direct? Let me know in the comments. Always more Switch videos, of course. And thank you for watching. We'll see you real soon.